So one of the things I remember when I first started playing guitar is I did everything that everyone was telling me to do, but in my mind I was always curious about scales. What are scales? What are scales used for? Who plays scales? What scales should I play? And you know what? I never learned them till I was in college. And now that I know them, I know how to use them. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to look at 5 major scale patterns that a beginner should know right off the bat, man, right within your first 10 lessons. And you're going to learn those 5 patterns right now. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this week we are learning about 5 major scale patterns. My name is Joel. You can call me Joel, son of Cesar, and yes, my dad's name really is Cesar. So we're going to talk about 5 major scale patterns that you need to know. Now these are 5 some conventional, some normal patterns that you would see, and some that you don't normally would play. But the reason for these 5 scale patterns is so that you understand how the major scale pattern works and how the major scale works. So let's get started, man. 5 scale patterns. Here we go. What you need to know is wherever you begin, wherever you start, whatever that note is, then that's the major scale you're playing. Now the first scale I'm going to show you is not a scale that people normally use to practice or anything like that, but I'm going to give this scale to you so that you understand how a scale is formed. Now, you can actually start anywhere you want on the guitar fretboard, okay? I'm going to go ahead and just start on the 5th position here. And a major scale is what you're going to be working on with scales is you have to know the difference between a whole step and a half step. A whole step is when you go from one fret and then you skip a fret and you go to the next one. That's a whole. Right? A half step, you guessed it, is just going from one fret to the next. So all of these are halves. And so on. And all of these are wholes. And so on. So a major scale has a combination, and the combination is whole, okay, whole, half, whole, 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 half, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Okay, so that's the first scale pattern that I want you to learn. It's so easy, and again, this is just so that you understand the concept between each note on the scale. So we're gonna go 5, 7. You can use 1 and 3, and then you're gonna go to 9. You're gonna land that on the first finger, and then 10, 12. Okay, and then 14, 16, 17. And you can return. And so on. Now, that might sound familiar to you if you've ever heard somebody sing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That's basically a major scale. Ever seen Sound of Music? That's basically what, the song is based on. So that's the first scale pattern on the first string. Now, this is not a scale pattern you would use normally, but I wanted you to understand the wholes and the halves. Let's move to the second scale pattern. The second scale pattern takes place on 2 strings. Now, you can technically do this in any 2 strings, but you need to focus on the 2nd and the 1st string. Now, earlier we just did the A major pattern. we're going to do another A major pattern, and basically, right, we did this one. That was the first section. Second section. The second section is going to stay the same. And the third section will also stay the same. So you have, which you already know. So all you're going to add are the first two notes, which is an A and a B. But you're going to do those on the second string, and that's here on 10 and 12. So A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Now, the concept is still the same. Whole, 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 half, whole, 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 half. Right? Whole, whole, half. Sorry, whole, 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 half. But you're starting on the second string, and you're going to do second finger and then pinky on 12. And then 1, 2, 4, 9, 10, 12. And then you slide over 14, 16, 17. Let's go to the third scale pattern. This next one, we're going to leave the first string, that last pattern, the same. And we're going to go up one string, right? One string to string 2. And we're going to do the 1, 2, 4 pattern. 1, 2, 4. Now if we go up one more string, we can do the 2, which is the A and the B. And there's an A here, and there's a B here. 14, 16. So in the end we have 14, 16 on the third string, and then 14, 15, 17 on the second string, and then 14, 16, 17 on the first. So we get 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. And you've got your major scale pattern. Same as this one. Same as this one. Just in a different spot. And using 3 strings. Now, I do want to say something. Is if you move it around, right? If I do this one here, and I do that same pattern, still a major scale, but what's my first note? That's a D. So then this is D major. The beauty about scales on guitar is that if you just shift over, the pattern stays the same. The only thing that changes is the name of the scale. If I go here, that's an E, so this is an E major scale. If I go here, that's a G sharp or an A flat, but still a major pattern. Let's go to the fourth pattern. We're going to move a little bit out of the A major. We're going to go now to D major. And again, the same idea, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So we're going to go whole, okay? And that's on the 5th fret and the 7th fret. And we're going to do that with finger 2 and 4. So we're going to go 2, 4, right? Or fret 5 and fret 7. And then on the 4th string, we're going to go fret 4, fret 5, fret 7. So 1, 2, 4. Same idea as down here. We're here. Right, but different pattern. I mean, a different scale. So 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Now, if you guessed 1, 3, 4 on the next one, you are 100% correct. And that would be on the 3rd string. So 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. That's it. Last pattern. Here we go. As last pattern is a little bit more complicated. This is what we call a 3-note per string pattern. Now, this is the first one that you're going to get, and I think a beginner should know this, and that's on the 5th string. Okay? And we're going to do it again. It stays the same. Not major, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. That doesn't change. It seems like it changes because I move around different strings, but it's really not changing. So we're going to go ahead and do the D major pattern, 3 notes per string. So this is the fifth fret, okay? 5th fret, and we're going to go 5, 7, 9. And then on the 4th string, same thing, 5, 7, 9. So we have. Now, to you, that seems like, well, that's not really, there's no half there. It's whole, 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 whole. Not really. See, whole, whole, but this next note, that's a half. Okay, so, and the last one on the 3rd string is going to be fret 6 and then fret 7. So we have 5, 7, 9, 4th string, 5, 7, 9, and then 3rd string, 6, 7. Now, I know I said 3 notes per string, and technically, yes, this is a 3 notes per string, so what you're going to do is 6, 7, and then add 9, okay, for the 3 notes. So we've got 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 6, 7, 9. Okay, so that's the pattern. If I play it this way, you can probably see a little better. Alright guys, well that was basically the lesson today. For you guys, that's the end of the video. We've got 5 major scale patterns that a beginner should know. Again, the first one is not really one that guitar players use, you know, unless they're doing some kind of, you know, jig or something where it's all on the 1st string, but normally, you know, guitarists don't use that one. The other ones, however, are used a little bit more often, especially for those guys that are shredding. They use a lot of, you know, a lot of the high strings. But those are the 5 scale patterns, guys. If you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment below, and I'll try to answer your questions as best as possible in the comment section or in the next video. Guys, thank you so much for being with me today. Again, it helps me out if you subscribe, you hit a like, and you hit the bell. That way you guys are notified of when my next videos come out and you don't miss a thing in your guitar journey. All right, guys, till next time. See you guys later. Have a great week.